Gabriella Rogers, 9 News.
A dramatic police pursuit in Texas has ended with a man being tasered in the middle of a busy highway. The high-speed chase ended with the driver ditching his car and making a dash for it before being taken down by authorities. The 38-year-old has now been charged with evading arrest and shoplifting. Australian history has been made today with the first issuing of a federal government 30-year bond, or an IOU. It's a strong signal the government thinks interest rates are close to their lowest, and it could change the way you save and borrow in the future.
The government has $440 billion worth of debt, but until now, the longest period it would borrow for at fixed rates was 10 years.
No doubt, if you're issuing long-term bonds at the moment, you would think you're at the bottom end of the interest rate cycle.
The new 30-year bonds are expected to come on with a yield or interest rate of between 3.2 and 3.3%. It's not much, but international investors who have very low or negative interest rates in their own countries have been queuing up.
It would appear to be local fund managers, local insurance companies, and then a whole range of different global investors.
At first glance, you might imagine that all this big money talk won't affect your life at all. Well, think again. Once there's a 30-year benchmark interest rates, banks can start to issue longer-term fixed-rate mortgages, maybe 20 years plus. Think annuities in retirement or fixed-term deposits. So yes, this will affect you. But what it also impacts is government. Its growing pile of debt that attracts an interest bill of more than $1 billion a month and growing.
I think it's a recognition that they've got a long-term funding requirement that's not going away anytime soon.
One of the most important reasons for issuing long-term bonds is to give certainty when funding national infrastructure projects, which have long lead times and longer lives.
Talking about literally hundreds of billions of dollars that need to go into modern metro-style rail transit systems, the modernisation and rebuild of the health system.
While individual investors will not be able to afford the wholesale bonds, they will eventually be broken up into affordable parcels. Ross Greenwood, 9 News.